Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2. Where we left off last time, we had just completed bounties for Disarel, and now we are just exploring the sea. There's a Principe ship here, it's a junk, so this is going to be an interesting fight for us. We'll advance anyways. They're 600 meters away and we have a strong position. They have more health than we do, but less sails. I think we have equal crews, and they have more cannonballs than we do, but we're going to turn to port. Hoping they're going to come towards us a little. But they didn't, we just went broadside with each other. We'll fire first, I guess. That was actually a solid first shot. We'll jibe to get around the other side. Which takes forever. Oh, they left. Well, that's just annoying. There they are again. I guess we'll advance this time a little bit first. We'll full speed ahead. Okay. Now we'll turn to starboard. What's that? Sorry. Oh, brace for impact. That's a weird time to brace for impact. This might hurt. Hurt a little. Okay, we actually need to put our other cannoneer back first. Now we'll fire. Now we have everyone in position. We did not hit them nearly as well this time. We have no helmsman? Where are helmsmen? Oh, he's injured. Who can helmsman? You can helmsman. Go helmsman. Can you boatsman? No. Alright. Let's turn to port. And we'll turn to port one more time. They're firing against us again, which went really poorly for us. Luckily we did a good amount of damage that time. And we're turning to port. They moved a whole bunch of the people away to try and get rid of that fire that's going on their deck. And we are going to just hold position. Now we'll fire. I wanted better percentages this time. And that's that. We gained a bunch of ranks, a bunch of people gained ranks, and Oswald suffered a broken bone. We got a unique weapon. Kapana Taga, sorry. It's a superb one-handed sword, razor-bladed bludgeon. It deals the best of crush or slash damage, and plus 10% damage as raw. That's actually a really nice sword. That's actually a shockingly good sword. Alright, we're gonna put up to shore here on the Black Isles. I see what you did there. Obsidian crew. Alright, so we have Modweir, which is a decent sword. It does good stuff. I guess we're gonna have to see what Merrick's Amonth is like when it's completed before we decide if we're gonna be using this Kapana Taga. It's such a nice sword though. We can even make it into Legendary, which we actually have the resources for, which is amazing. We could also... No, we can't do that to Modweir. So Modweir might have to be replaced eventually. Unfortunately, what does Unblockable do? Plus 5% melee accuracy for each engaged target, I see. Champion's Relic is extra damage, and Allcomers is immune to flanking. That's actually kind of awesome. So our ship will repair while we're on this Black Isle. While we're on the Black Isles, I guess. There's something gonna be here. The Hall of the Unseen. There's also a thing called Shadowed Vale. Sounds kind of grim. Let's go take a look though. The land here is shattered and barren, eerily quiet, with a jagged hillocks plunging abruptly into the calm, clear seas. No birds fly above, and you've not spotted the first boar, rat, or lizard. By comparison, the camp ahead positively bustles. Horses are tied off to stakes, A robed figure, cowl pulled over his head, sits on a crate, and the scent of a hearty stew wafts from the pot hanging by the small campfire. Thoughts? Let's ask our dear ranger her thoughts. Stew smells good, almost too good. I'm thinking it's a trap. Squinting, Maya thumbs her chin and nods slowly. Sneak up. You're a sneaker? Keeping low and behind the robed figure, you make your way towards the campfire. You're passing the first tent, absolutely assured in the silence of your movements, when a savannah folk levels an arbalist at your head from your left. Not another step, his voice growls almost more menacingly than the bolt threatening to add another hole to your head. A lithe elf in Adiran finery steps out from another tent. Greetings, strangers, he says welcomely. As a broad-shouldered island Amoa joins the man with the crossbow, you note that the robed figure hasn't moved an inch. Who are you? The Adiran, still smiling, cants her head slightly to the right. Who is anyone? Her words ring melodically, almost harmonizing with themselves. Who are you? I am Eltimar, captain of the Invincible Five, formerly the Watcher of Cad Nua. The island Amoa's lips curl into an expression somewhere between a grimace and a grin, and many things besides, no doubt. As you advance, the flaps on the two of the closer tents open, disgorging a lithe wood elf Adiran. Oh no, I already did that. I go where I please. I guess. Intimidate time? The Amoa and the Savannah folk exchange glances, the former nods and the latter lowers his weapon. If you want to join us, the elf says, you needed merely to ask. We're very hospitable. The trio guide you among the tents. There seem too many for the few kith you see around. The elf graciously offers you a seat at the fire. The robed figure makes no apparent notice of your arrival, their cowl casting their visage in an impenetrable shadow. We have soup, the Amoa says. Stew's ready, and you're welcome to make use of our tents if you care to rest. There's a lot of tents. Where's the rest of your crew? The Savannah folk smirks. Around. They keep their eyes open, the elf says. The Amoa nods. For danger, among other things. Do you know much about this chain of islands? While the Amoa shakes his head and says very little, the Adiran grins and answers a thing or two. Why? Asks the dusky human. I'm naturally curious. The Savannah folk snorts. The Amoa nods, as it should be, but you'll need to find the answers you seek for yourself. Who's your hooded friend? The woman laughs slightly. Just that. Perhaps you should ask yourself. Approach, look under the hood. You approach the figure, who makes no move. Each step takes you closer, yet somehow also further away. The crossing seems to take minutes, and the campfire falls away to your periphery, yet you can't stop. Bending low, you peer up under the hood, into the face within. A hairless face with pale grey skin, thin lips, and a narrow nose, and no eye sockets at all. What in the name of whale is going on here? The visage smiles, its mouth curling at the corners. The figure stands. You shudder. No, the ground shudders. Or the air. The dirt churns beneath your feet, and your stomach leaps into your throat as the ground opens beneath you. You plunge into darkness. When you wake, the ground is bare. No tents, no horses, no traces of even a campfire. What? This is a creepy island. Creepy island things. Found 4 reptilian eyes. It's kind of fancy. I don't know if we did that encounter right. We got nothing out of it. It just was creepy in general. Luckily, our medicine is healing up our injured crewmen, who got injured during the fight and couldn't move our boat for us. We'll gather up the supplies here, and then we'll head to the Halls of the Unseen. It's going to be an interesting journey, I think, into this place. You know what we can do? Speed this up a little. Alright, Halls of the Unseen. Let's go do it. I don't know what level this place is, or even if we're remotely supposed to be here, but we're going to try it out. If we get just massacred, maybe we'll come back later. After an arduous journey, you finally reach the center of the jungle. There's no jungle. The whole place is a barren, blasted volcanic wasteland. But anyways, before you is a broad-faced stone building, rugged with age. The Isle of Whale, solitary and all-seeing, is emblazoned above the door. You approach the door. Though clearly made of only stone, you feel the burn of the eye's regard between your eyes. The door swings open without a sound and reveals a dark, narrow staircase winding down into the earth. You know, when doors open for themselves in an era where automatic doors aren't a thing, like they are nowadays in our world, maybe it's just not the best to go down there. I guess we're gonna find out though. Oh, we need to turn off fast mode.
So it's right, left. No, wait. Right, left, straight. Oh, hell. I'm lost already.
How are you? It's one direction. We haven't turned.
Leave it to me.
Oh, Oh, that closed that door.
I'll see him done.
Wait. Reopen. Oh, is it like a speed thing? Do I have to go quickly? Okay, I can do that. Quick save. We'll just save as we do this, because it seems like a dangerous place. A potentially dangerous place, I should say. I haven't seen any enemies yet, but there's definitely skeletons. No, those are not skeletons.
What did you find, is she?
We got some reagents and stuff. Where's the door? That one? Okay, let's go in. That one's locked now. Doesn't seem too difficult so far. It's actually worryingly easy. There's an abandoned dog in here. How did it survive? I mean, let's be clear. This is locked off. Pretty heavily. There's like 4 buttons we can press for this particular one. Okay, so this maze is getting a little more complicated now. Trap? No trap. Okay.
I'll just say another prayer that we can find our way back out.
We'll be fine. This looks a little bit grim though. There's like shadows and stuff, and that's never a good sign.
See him done.
What's on your... Let's go.
Doesn't do that door.
Happy to oblige.
Okay, we gotta find the one that does that door.
You were saying? Aye, aye.
There we go.
You need something?
I do need something. I need you to... Oh. There we go.
Just say the word.
And then you press this one. Perfect. Well, the cat's already standing in the room, so that's a good sign.
Captain. Just say the word.
There's one more button to press.
Nice.
Oh, that's grim. Okay, we're gonna quick load really quickly. We're gonna reposition our group members. I wasn't sure what that button was gonna do, and it does bad things, very, very bad things.
Smell conflict in the air.
So let's carefully
What can I do you
reposition our
for?
people.
Can do.
I want you
Captain.
somewhere over here, with you over
No need to
here,
ask twice.
Yeah.
you there, and you there, you there.
Yes.
You will just have to press the button and then run.
Leave it to me.
Nice.
Okay, so we can probably kill this Spectre like right off the bat.
No prisoners.
I'm not sure about that shade, we'll deal with it in just a sec.
Yeah.
And break. Okay, one Spectre's down, that was quick.
Kill them all.
We'll go fight the shade next. And you two help with that Spectre. You're fighting that Spectre, you come this way a little. We're flanked and disoriented. I'm not really sure from what. Oh, because it moved. Alright, fine, fight the Spectre then.
Feel pain.
Do it again. Hit it hard. Hit it like you mean it. You cast that heal. Another shade down. Spectre down, I should say. Why can't I hit that spell? Oh, there it is. And let's get some defensive barriers up. This isn't so bad, actually. We're doing just fine. No, you killed the guy I wanted to kill. Okay, that wasn't bad. Why wasn't that bad? What did we get from that? The Eye of Whale, a one-handed, superb scepter. It has obfuscation, 25% chance to become invisible for 8 seconds upon scoring a critical hit, and elusive spell, 0% chance to cast a random illusion spell on target on scoring a hit. If it's 0%, then what's the point? Don't know. Well, we did it though. We've explored this island, and it looks like all the doors are open, so we can just leave. We'll quick save in case there's something weird on the way that we don't know about. But otherwise, we are out of here. That was a pretty cool little area, actually. Also, the eye totally looks like Neverwinter Night's eye, except it doesn't have the teardrops coming from it. Good fight though, I liked that. How close is my dagger to leveling up for its next level? What do I have to do? Kill enemies with Marok Samoth. How did I get 0 enemy kills? I killed at least a couple shades. Maybe it means like mortal enemies. Maybe ghosts don't count. But he definitely wiped out. Oh, maybe he didn't, because his first attack might have just done damage and his second attack killed them. But it should count. Maybe it doesn't though. Maybe you specifically have to kill things with the dagger's damage. We'll see. We'll try it out on some things, see what happens. But anyways, we finished the Black Isles. It's been a creepy place. We'll call it Black Isle. And we'll fast forward all the way there. Cool place though, I actually really enjoyed that little adventure. I want to try and explore this like southern area, just to get it all mapped out. And hopefully get all of our crew back to normal. Looks like repairs will be pretty close to being done by the time we arrive, so that'll be nice. A derelict ship, you say? A knock at your door, or cabin door, interrupts your reading. Oswald stands outside, looking like someone who's just lost a bet. Captain, you best come topside. There's a ship on the horizon, looks derelict. Oswald leads you up to the forecastle, where a small gaggle of hands have gathered. Pawing a holy symbol, Eldengrim points out towards the port. It's a bad omen, Captain. We should give them over to the Lady of Lament, or there'll be trouble, mark my words. Quick chuckles. We don't even know if they're dead, much less what fills their holds, and you want to sink them? The ship in question lists among the waves, its sails pulled in. Topping the mast is a green flag, the symbol of a ship carrying disease. You see no movement on its deck. Spyglass this. You pull out your spyglass and examine the derelict. Nothing moves above deck. You spot a corpse sprawled out on the forecastle. A few more seconds of examination reveals another further aft. Beneath the flag symbol, you see a flag depicting a lit candle in an open doorway. You recognize it as the emblem of the kind wayfarers. Address the ship's surgeon. Your thoughts, Shield Sister Dahlia? No one has signaled anyone that ship is likely beyond help. Shield Sister Dahlia frowns. That ship is a hazard, Captain, and not just to any who come across it. Not to tell you your business, but I advise sinking it, before someone else gets their head to board it. I'm going aboard. Several hands gawk disbelievingly. With a shake of his head, Ickwick smirks. I can't say our captain lacks for guts. I want the entire picture before I make a decision. Very well, Captain, Oswald says grimly before running to prepare the skiff. You row to the ship and lash the skiff in place, hearing nothing save the creaking of wood and the gentle lapping of the sea. You climb aboard. The first thing to greet you on the middeck are a pair of corpses dressed in simple breastplates. What little flesh they retain is shriveled tight against their bones, and the sun has bleached the exposed portions of their skulls. Sickness is a fact of life, both for crops and people. I know it, but that doesn't mean I like it. Jyoti waves her lantern over the corpse, making swift work of her harvest. Maya cocks her head and listens. There's little else on the main deck save tattered sails, but you see the hatch. The hold has been barricaded. Let's blast this bad boy open and call it a day. You. Not you. You. You can blast it open with healing magic? Sure. After a few moments of quiet chanting, Takehu unleashes a wave of destructive power that tears the hatch apart. A cloud of flies bellow forth, momentarily obscuring the deck. You make your way below. You find several corpses scattered around the hold. Most of them are wearing the simple garb of raid Saren farmers, but one is wearing armor. His belt catches your attention, and you carefully relieve him of it. We got Fissiker's Belt, which is 10% healing done +1 alchemy. After some searching, you find a sealed barrel of pitch, a few buckets of nails, and a generous length of canvas for patching your sails. The crew secures the skiff when you return, but keep their distance from you. Some have tied rags around their faces. Eltimar mutters a prayer. We lost 3 morale. Alright, cannons, fire this thing. Eltimar chants an Andre dirge, while the cannoneers ready the guns. As their song rises in volume, Invincible 5 fires a volley that hits the derelict right at the waterline. After the ship has vanished into the waves, the crew return to their duties with quiet whatever conviviality? I don't even know what that means. We got some experience and stuff, and we sunk the derelict, but we got a belt out of it, so I'm gonna call that a win. What is down here? A shipwreck. Well, let's go to the shipwreck, and now it's a storm. Hey storm, go away, I need to get to the shipwreck. I'm guessing this might have been what caused the shipwreck? We could just go through the storm. Let's just try. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Well, actually bad things can happen. We'll do the same duties as last time. Bodil, do that. Put out the fires. Ask companion's aid. Ooh. We don't have Takehu this time. Use a sermon, Joti. To gain morale. Any more crew duties? Let's go. Rain slashes. Let's get below decks. We take 11 damage. That sucked. 1 day passed. Ooh, 19 damage that time. We might sink. Okay, hold course this time. Hands to the pumps. Morale lost. 1 day passed. Medicine. Medicine again. Get below decks. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Everything's fine. We took some damage, but we're okay. Actually, yeah, we're fine. Oops. I didn't mean to go back on shore. We'll grab some fruit. And some supplies of some sort. Our repair supplies are getting pretty low, unfortunately. Maybe they'll find some in the shipwreck. A grand old galleon sits just off the shore, listing so hard to the side its topsail stands nearly vertical. Its main mast has been snapped clean in half, as if by the hand of an angry beast. Wreckage shifting. We found Lord Darren's village, and some principe colors, and flint and tinder, and a bunch of golden soul. Some rice, and that's it. What is the weapon we picked up? Oh, it's a soulbound weapon. Ah. I mean, that's pretty cool. Who wants to use a soulbound weapon? Shodi, you have... Oh, you have a decent weapon, or well, we actually need to make your weapon exceptional. How much does that cost? 5,000, you must be out of your mind. What else does this thing do? I mean, it's not that great. What does this do again? Restoration power levels, inspiration power levels, right. It's pretty good. And threshing aura, which is ridiculously good. Man, I love my soulbound weapons though. Someone's got to use this beast. Maybe I'll give it to my chanter. Oh. Barbarian Druid Fighter only. No chanters allowed. Barbarian Druid Fighter. We don't have any druids. But we only have one fighter, that's Edir. And he's more of a sword and shield type. Mainly because we need him to be. His defenses are actually really high now. Actually, all of our characters' defenses are getting pretty damn good. Except for his. Except his willpower. Well, we'll have to ponder what to do with that. And there's some water. Let's go this way. Ooh, flotsam. More flotsam. Repair supplies, perfect. That's exactly what we were kind of hoping for. Not looking good for more islands down here. We're gonna reach the end of the world soon. Yep. Alright, up we go. This is actually the end of the map. Ooh, there's an island here. It's called Splintered Reef. It doesn't have a landing point, does it? Where's its landing point? Well, I've searched around it, there's no landing point, so that must be for later on in the game, possibly? The Windless Wastes, that sounds actually decidedly grim. Alright, this place is done. Oh right, we can't just go to the middle of nowhere, it won't let us. Which is kind of weird. You think they could just set course for somewhere in the mist, in the fog of war? Ooh, what's this? Flotsam, with some gunpowder. And the Mara Mara Trench. Go take a look. The choppy sea stretched towards the horizon, curls of dark blue capped with lines of foamy white. Captain, shouts Jordu red-handed from the rigging. There's something in the water to port. Off the port side rail, you see a dark shadow rising from the depths. The water splits around a hump of thick mottled flesh. With a sound like a horn blown underwater, two powerful jets of spray erupt from the creature's back. What is it? Who knows what it is? No idea, but here it comes, Joti says. Reach out to the beast's mind. The thoughts swirling within feel more complex than you expected of a beast, with none of the blank coldness you have sensed from fish. Its mind is not as advanced as a wilder, but the creature certainly boasts more intelligence than a horse or cow. Thoughts, crew? Tongue flicking across chapped lips, Rum Dum Reger says, "That's a wall face, Captain. Best whale for hunting in the whole dead fire." Beelder snorts, "More like a bowhead. You see that V-shaped spout? That's on account of it having two blowholes." Rum Dum Reger scoffs, "That doesn't make it any worse hunting. It does if it dives and sinks our skiff." Beelder's eyes roll. Eld Engrim steps back appalled. "You'd kill one of Andra's harbingers and squander this blessing? Let it pass in peace." Rum Dum Reger sighs as the crew members resume their duties. You sail on. The great beast keeps pace with the ship for several hours, its song seeming to vibrate within the very planks of the Invincible Five. Eld Engrim hums quietly along as Rum Dum Reger tosses bits of food to the creature. Beadil sighs. "They don't need hardtack." Jordu Redhand chuckles. The ship sails on. We gain some morale and some experience. We did not kill the poor little animal for no reason, although it might have been cool to do. It also could have sank our ship. And we don't have a whole lot of repair supplies left. We have 40. And our morale is suffering because we're eating hardtack and drinking water again. Something's happening on my boat. Someone's knocking at my quarters. You're not long at... That's just an incorrect statement. We've been at sea for several days. Anyways, you're not long at sea when Vector appears at your door wiping away sweat with a rag, begging your pardon, Captain. We've been at sea a while now, but you've not been in a state fit for speaking to most of it. Sailor glances over his shoulder, then back to you. If this crew's going to be taking your orders, you might want to make a proper introduction, let everyone know what you're about. Gather and dress my crew. Victor calls the crew together on deck. The small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates, and sit against the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto the deck. "Ahoy, mates! I take what I want when I want it, and so does my scourge of a ship." Eld Engrim glances towards Jordu red-handed, who cuts off any comment with a quick shake of the head. "I know I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start." Oswald chuckles. "I don't suppose that means it's our turn for a nap. You're rarely awake enough as it is, Oswald, don't you think?" Jordu red-handed fires back. The crew laughs. Morale gained. "That oversized naked statue took a piece of my soul and I aim to get it back." Edier steps forward and looks over the crew. that's not all he's taken, and if he hasn't taken from you and yours yet, don't be so sure that he won't. We're all in this. More morale. Muttering spreads among the crew as they look to one another in disbelief. Eld Engrim performs a gesture of reverence to the gods. Our captain's been touched by the gods. Oswald nods, expression pensive. The crew split up, returning to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Seems kind of odd for that to be the time for that to come up. There's a Valian trading company ship out here? You're a long way from shore. Why can I not click on this flotsam? Okay, press again. There we go. That was weird. I guess we're going north? Kind of have explored this whole area. More flotsam. We've been at sea for... Oh, we're almost out of water. Shoot. Okay. That's not a good sign. Let's just go ahead and fix that problem. What do we got to drink on this boat? Well, first of all, we got fruit for food. So that's lots of... Oh, why is our water not in the water thing? We have lots of water. We also have tons of grog. There. Just all the grog in the world. Wapau Jungle. That's going to have to be for the next video, though. We're at 31 minutes, so we're going to call it here. We'll try and do these couple islands. I just want to explore. I guess we'll head over this way next. Kind of cut across and then down. I just want to sort of clear out this area and see what we can find. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you all next time. Take care.